Janet Yellen was recently in an interview on CNBC, and in that interview, she had some very pro-crypto things to say. Janet Yellen admits that crypto has benefits now. Crypto has grown by leaps and bounds and is now playing a significant role in the investment decisions of a lot of Americans, Yellen said. It's now playing a significant role, not really so much in transactions, but in investment decisions made by lots of Americans. Joe Biden's executive order tasks the Treasury Department and other federal agencies with thinking about the regulations of crypto. And I have a little bit of skepticism because I think there are valid concerns around it. Some have to do with financial stability, consumer investor protection, use for illicit transactions, and other things. We would like to come out eventually with recommendations that will create a regulatory environment for healthy innovation. Now, those are very positive choice words. And so much so that Michael Saylor, in this recent YouTube video where he sits on a panel of experts, he describes Yellen's 97 seconds discussion on cryptocurrency as iconic.
Can't get through an interview without talking about this. Roll the clock back 2 or 3 years ago, I don't think that was true. So that's the mainstream media embracing the Reformation. Then you have Janet saying, then you have Andrew saying, a nation state has considered adopting Bitcoin as a technology for payments. I think that's a second iconic thing. I think when she says lots of Americans have this as part of their investment strategy, that's a third iconic event. When she says we got to regulate it responsibly, that's nothing more than what you would expect any adult working in an administration to say. You would say the same thing if I put you in charge of something. I got to handle it responsibly. And then the final statement, and Andrew kind of cuts her off slightly, where she says, we're going to create an environment where innovation can continue.
And more with that interview on that expert panel on that video. Bitcoin to $10 million does not sound too remote for those executives. An enthusiastic panel of blockchain intellectuals discussed if it is possible for Bitcoin to hit the $10 million mark anytime soon. In this context, it is important to note that 2 or 3 years ago, country adoption of Bitcoin would have been a laughable topic. Moving along, in other crypto news across the world, nearly 50% of Germans are ready to invest in crypto, says a report. Crypto adoption in Germany grows, so according to this report, 44% of Germans are somewhat motivated to invest in cryptocurrencies to be a part of the future of their finance. 35% of them would do it for the opportunities of earning passive income, and 30% consider crypto to be a reliable store of value. And furthermore, second largest Israeli bank Leumi launching a cryptocurrency trading platform to allow customers of its digital investment platform to trade cryptocurrencies. The service will allow Pepper Invest customers to buy, hold, and sell crypto. Pepper will be the first banking platform in Israel to allow its customers to trade cryptocurrencies in an attractive pricing model. So there you have it, more Bitcoin news of adoption around the world. As we mentioned a few days ago, Terra was going to begin buying Bitcoin into their reserves, about $10 billion worth. Well, they've already hit $1 billion of it. Terra has begun the purchase of the $10 billion worth of Bitcoin to use as its reserve asset. And according to blockchain search and analytics engine Blockchair, Terra bought 5,934 Bitcoin for approximately $260 million between the 20th of March and the 24th as part of its gradual accumulation plan for the said asset. Moving on to NFTs, Raoul Paul gets into the mix here. He says this insane crypto sector is the next big thing. Macro expert Raoul Paul says he's diving into investments that he describes as utter insanity because they're part of the next big trend. Writing in a new blog post, the former Goldman Sachs exec says he's dipped his toes into NFT world, into the NFT market with his purchase of Bored Ape. And according to PAL, NFTs like the Bored Ape Yacht Club collection are the beginning of a new trend of social tokens or crypto assets representing shares in communities. So Raoul Paul has moved big time into Bitcoin. He's since moved into Ethereum as his preferred asset, and now he is very bullish on NFTs as well. And speaking of NFTs, a reminder that the NFT LA conference is coming up starting on March 28th. The agenda is out. Just go to their website, nftla.live, and check out their agenda. Remember the Freedom Convoy in Canada? Well, Canadian authorities are having a tough time seizing all the Bitcoin donations that were going to them. $880,000 worth of the peer-to-peer crypto donations were made to the convoy's crusade, and the Canadian authorities are having trouble recovering most of it. Officials were able to petition crowdfunding platform GoFundMe to return $10 million in donations made to the convoy. As reported by the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation, Bitcoin, 14.6 Bitcoin of the total 20.7 had already been distributed to 101 separate unidentifiable crypto wallets prior to the Supreme Court's order. And Nicholas St. Louis, one member of the multi-sig wallet, who posts under the Twitter handle Nobody Caribou, said that the transfer was done well before the legal threats were made against any crypto donation. And so there you have it. Before we close, just a quick look at the Bitcoin daily chart. As you can see, the price is pumping today, 44,900 currently, and we're breaking past, we're breaking above a very important trend line of resistance as I see it. So things are shaping up pretty good for Bitcoin here in the near term. I'm going to suspect we're going to get a little bit of resistance here, but man, it's looking quite bullish to me. Not investment advice. All right, everybody, take care. Thanks.